Hello, educational researchers. I know you're well into your case now. You're writing the context and you're getting ready to write your narrative. I thought this was a good time to check back in with you. There are a few things I'd like you to keep in mind while you're drafting your case. First, remember your purpose in writing a case. A case is a tool for developing educational leaders. It's used in teaching aspiring leaders to apply what they've learned in a real scenario, and it's a tool for helping existing educational leaders reflect on their practice. We want people to be able to learn from history and learn from these cases before they make those same mistakes in their own school settings. As you are working on your case, refer back to the Elements of a Good Case article by Fossey and Crow in the portal. Remember that a good case has a rich context. We'll talk more about that in the next slide. A good case has complexity. There's no simple answer, and characters are not stereotypical. A good case has some ambiguity. There are multiple possible and correct solutions for the same problem or issue. A good case has ambiguity. There are intersecting needs, complicated problems, just like there are in a real school setting. And a good case is relevant. It has implications for practice. We should be able to answer the question, what can developing leaders learn from this case? A case is bound by place and time. In the context section of your case study, give the reader enough background information about the setting, maybe the school, the community, or district, whatever is required by your case, and give the reader enough information about the characters in your case to understand the essence of the central issue in the case you're writing about. You may also have to include any policy or legal context that has an impact on your case. For readers to reach a conclusion about what should have happened in the case, they have to be provided with relevant context in order to understand it clearly. When you write the narrative part of your case, be sure to develop the characters and events in a logical sequence. You will want your writing to be concise, but with enough information to make the case both understandable and interesting. Spend significant time revising when you're writing this portion of your article. Ask a critical friend for feedback. Ask them to read it and answer questions like, did you get lost at any point? And where do I need to give you more information to better understand the case? This is likely a very new kind of writing for you, and when you are learning to write in a different genre or style, it's important to read high quality sample cases like the one you're trying to write. Remember that our library has the Journal of Cases in Ed Leadership. You can search for some with topics similar to yours. I also put a couple of samples on the portal page for you. You can jump ahead in your stake book to Chapter 8 for tips and techniques on writing good case study. I broke this article into a series of critical tasks for you. So you finished Critical Task 1, which is an introduction to your case and the central issue. Critical Task 2 is writing the context. Some of you wrote a lot of context in your introduction. That's okay. I didn't intend the critical tasks to be sections of the article. I intended them to be parts of the thinking process you would go through when writing the case. It's okay to be a little bit repetitive when you send in your Critical Task 2. Lucky for us, Critical Task 3 happens over spring break, so you've got an extra week to work on that critical task. That's writing the narrative of your case. It looks deceptively simple, but it's actually a really difficult kind of writing to do. So read as many good quality samples as you can. Get critical friends to give you feedback. If you need feedback from me or you feel confused or have questions, please reach out. I'm happy to talk with you over the phone or meet with you. I'm always there late on Tuesday evenings, and every other Saturday I'm in Edge, or we can find another time to meet when it's convenient for both of us.